Are you familiar with the name Wayne Willett? How about Juan 07? If the answer is no, you're not alone. They're the same person. Going by the alter ego Juan 07, Wayne Willett has become a leading figure in QAnon circles. As I'm sure you're aware by now, QAnon followers believe some truly insane stuff. From the bizarre claim that Democrats are Satan-worshiping, bloodthirsty pedophiles, to the thoroughly debunked lies about the 2020 election being rigged. And followers believe some pretty wild stuff about this guy in particular. One of the craziest is that Willett is, in fact, JFK Jr. in disguise, the son of former President John F. Kennedy, who died in a 1999 plane crash. Well, an honor to have you here. I mean, you've done a really deep dive into Willett. But first, can you just give us a little bit more flavor, a little bit more background on who Wayne Willett is, if that's truly his name? Where would a guy like this come from? And is there somebody who's funding somebody like Wayne Willett?
Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to today's reading. Now, this reading is going to be a little bit of a conspiracy reading. Maybe it is and maybe it's not, as for the cards to let us know. Now, there is this gentleman who goes by the name of Juan 07. And he has got certain intel and information that he comes on YouTube. He used to go on radio shows, and he used to go by the name W. But now he comes on YouTube on that platform, and he goes to YouTube because the radio shows would misquote him, twist his words around, and so he talks for himself nowadays. But anyway, he is sort of, I guess you would call a truther or a conspiracy theorist, but he's got information and intel that he, I guess, would bestow upon whoever's listening. So, but here's the thing. He conceals his identity. He doesn't show his face. The only thing he shows is it looks like the camera angle is from his view, his point of view. But he always shows that he's wearing a pair of cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. And when he's talking, he always shows his right hand, which has got a pinky ring on it. Now, people speculate and say that he's JFK Jr. I don't know enough about JFK to render a verdict one way or another or have an opinion on it. I did go back and listen to a soundbite of JFK talking, but he was a young man in that, so I'm not good at voice interpretation, so I don't think I'm best qualified to make a decision based on that. But I just kind of wonder. I've seen, comments, and comments is where everything I find all my information out at. And somebody had wrote, with all this information and everything that he's spilling, why does YouTube allow this on here? And then they wrote, controlled opposition. So, of course, the conspiracy theorist in me went, hey, there may be something to that. So, alas, here we are. I got a few questions, or actually I've got 10 here. And we're going to ask and find out what can be told to us through the cards about 107. So, let's see here. I'll start off with, why does he conceal his identity? Why does he not want anyone to know who he is? Where does his information come from? The significance in the ring on his right hand. See, the significance in the cowboy boots and the cowboy hat that he always shows. That he's always wearing. What is his agenda and or gains from this intel that he shares with the public? What's his real agenda behind that? The truth in his information, whether or not any of it is true, or whether it's just fight for us to chew on. These cards sticking together. Show me whether he is controlled opposition or for the people. Okay, show me something unknown about 107, something that nobody else knows or that's not common knowledge. Here's the biggie here. Let's see what the card will tell us on this. Who exactly is 107? And I'll leave it open here. Oops. Okay, the first question is, why does this 107 conceal his true identity? We've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords shows someone feeling restricted, backed into a corner, and having their hands tied. It signifies fear, terror, and anxiety. It's a card of persecution, being silenced, and it represents consequences and judgment in the form of imprisonment and punishment. That's a have to card. I have to keep his identity concealed. Okay. The next question is, where does his information come from? That's going to be the Seven of Wands reversed. That's struggling to be heard. It's focusing on the areas where you can still make a difference. Oh, a little confusing there for me. Let's do a clarifying card. So we got here. Death reversed. Death reversed is a final confirmation of your question. Okay. There was no answer. It's also the universe telling you that there's no way back. It's getting you to where you're supposed to be. So that to me would indicate that his information comes from the universe. So it's unknown knowledge. All right, so the significance in his ring. That's going to be the Four of Swords reversed. That represents awakening, finding mental strength, coming out of isolation after a period of solitude, and rejoining the world. So is this saying this man is truly JFK Jr.? Significance in the boots and hats. It's going to be the Nine of Swords reversed. It represents leading others to trouble or danger. It's heading for a fall. Signifies being insincere, going with the flow, being a sheep or a follower, mindlessly following the crowd, acting superior, being a know-it-all, and having an inferiority complex. Well, that don't sound too good. That would make me wonder if that for sure would be a positive on the controlled opposition. Now, the agenda and or gains for this man for sharing his intel is going to be the Eight of Pentacles. That's methodically working towards something you want in a time of hard work, commitment, diligence, and dedication. So there means there's something that, by sharing this information, there's something he wants out of it. Let's steal a little bit. Clarifying card for that. What is it that he wants? It's going to be Seven of Swords reversed. That's coming clean, confessing to something you're not proud of. It represents careers in military or security. Wonder if this coming clean and confessing to something you aren't proud of would be faking your death for a long time. Just wanted to think on that. Representing careers in the military or security. There you go. The truth in his information is a Page of Cups. That is the bringer of important info, which means the information that he provides is the truth. Now, whether he's a controlled opposition or for the people, you got the Chariot. It's representing overcoming obstacles. It's showing you that this is time to go for what you really want. It's acting defensively and or aggressively to hide feeling emotionally vulnerable. Feeling as if you are in a battle. There's no deception here, so I would say that he's not a controlled opposition. Because if he's in a battle, then he's in a battle with the ones that don't want the truth out there. Overcoming obstacles. Now, when it comes to something unknown about 107, you've got the Three of Pentacles. It represents learning, studying, an apprenticeship, and collaborating with others to achieve your goals. Okay, I'm not sure how that plays in yet. Now, the next question is, who is 107? And you got the Five of Pentacles reversed. That represents a hardship coming to an end. Shows you being accepted and welcomed back after a period of alienation and or isolation, as well as finding forgiveness for those from the past. Ladies and gentlemen, these cards do say, and this man is JFK Jr. That's blown my mind for real, because I didn't think he was. Oh, we got one more card here. And when it comes to something open, it shows a Nine of Wands reversed. That signifies not finishing what you started. It's a card of canceled or delayed travel. Sudden unexpected departures. It aspects a adult male who is hasty, reckless, a daredevil, and has a chip on his shoulder. This man being of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What was JFK Jr.'s astrological sign? Sagittarius.
Sounds right.
November the 25th. That'd be Sagittarius, wouldn't it? Hold here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see if he's on this. I know this is talking about him. This is talking about where he was, what happened, as far as the plane wreck. Now, finishing what you started, canceled or delayed travel, sudden unexpected departures. And then, heyday, he was hasty, reckless, and a daredevil. I remember him being in the paper or some People magazine or something for his daredevil stunts on the ski slopes. I think his birthday was November the 25th. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, you're right.
It is?
Well, I don't know about his birthday, but Sagittarius.
Oh, and he's a Sagittarius, so this is definitely him. Jay Whiz. Looks like that there's going to be some interesting times ahead. Because he's waiting for just the right moment to reveal who he is. Now, I heard somebody else that done tarot cards state one time, and I feel bad now because I laughed. That said that he was JFK Jr. and that him being JFK Jr. was still alive, and so was Princess Diana. And he talks a lot about Princess Diana, he calls her. So, wow. This one's one that really blew my mind. I sure did not think he was no JFK Jr. I figured he was some kind of legislator or senator or maybe even secretary or right-hand man to Trump himself. I guarantee you that all this will play out into something that had to do with his daddy's death. Guarantee it. Alrighty, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for going through this reading with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.